So today 8-6A is on angle measures, and this is talking about a secant and a tangent intersecting at the point of tangents. So for this first example, draw a secant line. A secant line is a line that goes through twice. It touches the circle twice. Draw a line like that. And then we also need to draw a line that's tangent. Tangent to the circle like this. Only touches the circle once. Where that vertex is, where that angle is, I'm going to highlight that angle in blue. Where that actual angle is that angle on the circle, or outside the circle, or inside the circle? Where is that angle located? But the dot is right here. So it's on
what angle?
the angle, the vertex
Blue?
of the angle.
Blue one?
Yes, but the vertex of it it's right on the circle. Whenever your vertex is on the circle, there's a particular rule, and we did that last week. What's the rule for when an angle is on the circle? The angle equals what? What would we do to this angle? Or how would we find this angle?
Oh, I know.
Yes, the arc divided by 2. The arc that's within that angle. Okay, that's the rule for any time you have an angle that's on the edge of a circle. Doesn't matter what it looks like. What matters is where the vertex is located. So the answer is you always take half. Divide by 2. Anytime the location of the vertex is on the edge of the circle, you take half. Another situation you're going to see is one like this. 2 secant chords. If you drew this line, it's okay. But it says interior. That means I need to make them crisscross inside. Okay, so they crisscross on the interior, on the inside. So look up at the board and tell me, what do I need to do? Add them, yep. And you're going to add this one and this one together to find this angle. So the rule is, whenever the angle you're trying to find, the vertex of the angle is not on the circle, but inside the circle, not the center. The center has its own rule. But when it's inside the circle, not touching the center, then the angle equals, not the arc divided by 2, but the arc sum. That means add. The arc sum divided by 2. You're going to add these 2 arcs together and you're going to divide by 2. So the words here are formed. You do half of the sum. Add the 2 arcs together. They have to be the 2 arcs that are included in between they surround the x. If they give you a different arc, that might be a clue as to how to figure out the ones that you need. Then, anyone still writing? The last situation, this is one where it says that they meet outside of the circle. So let's draw 2 secants that meet outside of the circle. The situation changes. When it looks like this and you're trying to find angle x right here, what's the rule this time? What's the rule this time, even if you look up on the board? That's when they're on the inside. You add the arcs together. You subtract. Good. Subtract and divide by 2. So the angle equals the arc difference divided by 2. Now there are fancy formula with a sub 1 and b sub 1 and all that kind of stuff, but this is the rule. Okay, if it's on the outside, you subtract the 2 arcs and divide by 2. If it's on the inside, you add the 2 arcs and divide by 2. You have to make sure that it is the 2 arcs that are inside the angle, this arc and this arc. And you have to make sure that you take the biggest arc minus the smallest one, because you can't have a negative angle. Okay, so that's the trick. It's all about finding where the angle is located. Anyone still writing? Okay. So think about where your angle is located, and then think about that rule. The rest of it will fall into place. Sometimes you'll have to just add and divide by 2. Sometimes you'll have to solve for x. It depends on what information is given to you. But this is the rule about it. So just look at this one right here and tell me, left or right, which one would make you add before dividing by 2? The right. This one means you add and then divide by 2. What would you do on this one? Subtract and divide by 2. Okay? Number 1. There's no center dot drawn here. So is this angle inside, outside, on, or center? Inside. When the angle is on the inside, what's the rule?
You add and divide by 2.
Good. Add, divide by 2. So look, I'm going to write it out this way every time. The angle equals the arc. Well, in my case, the angle is 1. Angle 1 equals the arcs. I'm guessing this says 52, and I'm guessing that one says 40. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Thank you. And then divided by 2. The angle equals the arc sum divided by 2. So what does angle 1 equal? 46 degrees. Okay, good. Number 2. No? Number 2, is this on, inside, outside, or center? On the circle. Good. That vertex is right here. What's the rule?
Divide by 2.
Yep. All you do is divide by 2. There's no adding or subtracting. So measure of angle 2 equals,
67.
yeah, the 134 arc divided by 2. 67, you say?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, number 3 is another one where you have what you need. It's just going to take you a step to get there. First of all, it's outside, good. So we're going to think about the rule for the outside first, and then we'll put in our numbers. Outside means that we do what? Subtract, and then divide by 2. So the measure of angle 3 is going to equal my 2 arcs subtracted and then divided by 2. But they have to be the arcs that are inside. This is one of the arcs, and this is the other arc. So I know 100. How do I figure out this one?
Add all of those and subtract it.
Yep. Look at all the ones you know. 110, 180. Take all the ones you know and subtract by 360, or subtract from 360. 360 minus 110 minus 100 minus 80. What do we got? 70? Okay, that's not your answer. That is a missing arc that we needed. So now to continue, which arc would you write first? 100 minus divided by 2. Measure of angle 3 equals 30 divided by 2, 15 degrees. Okay? So that's the basics. You're only practicing the basics on your homework today. You're not going to go into anything more challenging until probably Wednesday. Tomorrow you're going to learn what it is with segments and not angles. Okay, please cross off number 5. But let's look at number 6 together. Don't even look at any numbers yet. Look at the angle. Is that inside, outside, on, or center? Inside, good. And it's not touching the center. So it's just an inside angle. What's the rule? Add, divide by 2. Good. So the angle 1. Well, this time I don't have a variable at the angle. I know that the angle is 100. So the angle, I'm going to write it out just so that you have it to look back at, equals the arc sum, adding 2 numbers together, and then divided by 2. What can I use in place of the angle this time? What is the angle? 100. That's the angle right there. What are my 2 arcs?
130 and X.
Good, 130 and X. And if there's a question mark there, just call it X. So I do 130 plus X, and then I divide by 2. Okay, that's not difficult. It's just you have to remember to place the X in the right place. So what would you do? 200 equals 130 plus X, right? Subtract 130 from both sides, and what's the answer? X equals 70 degrees. Double check your work. if x was 70, you could say 130 plus 70 would be 200, and then 200 divided by 2 would be 100, and then yes, we did it right. All right. Number 6. Take 20 seconds right now and just set up the problem. First of all, tell me, is this inside, outside?
Out.
It's outside. What's the rule going to be?
Subtract.
Subtract and divide by 2. So, your job is to fill in this equation. The angle equals the arc difference, and then divided by 2. I'm going to make that an arc, not an arc. Okay. So you fill in the right numbers and then stop. I want to make sure that it's right before you go on. Look at what the arc is. Look at what the two arcs are. Look at what the angle is and fill the numbers into the right place. Okay, what did you put right here? 20. What did you put right here? 70 minus, yep, good, and then over 2. All right, cross multiply that and solve that. Be careful about this negative sign. You guys know how to deal with the negative signs. Okay, did you end up with 40 equals 70 minus x, and then you subtract 70 from both sides, you get negative 30 equals negative x,
Yes.
and then you get positive 30 as your final answer.
Yes.